Hello guys, it's great to be back. I am finally back. I have gotten my video recorder for permanent usage now. Thank you, key generator. Anyways, so most of you are wondering what we're going to be doing here today. Well, we're going to be going over a very lovely mod that I have called Futurecraft, and just a little thing I made out of Futurecraft. Now, Futurecraft is basically a mixture of a simplified buildcraft and in a better scale, because honestly buildcraft is awful. Buildcraft doesn't offer much creativity capability. So anyways, what we're going to be doing here today is we're going to be looking at a trap that I made with Futurecraft, and maybe just a little bit of a review of some of the stuff that was used in the trap. So anyways, basically, let's get started. Now, what the trap does is, as you can see, I have a bunch of dispensers here and a pulsar, which is one thing that is added into the game via Futurecraft, and these conveyor belts and a bunch of pig spawners. Well, basically, the conveyor belts push the pigs into this little area here. They go onto this little plate right here that'll start them on fire and kill them. Then there is a separator right here below these blocks that I've placed that separates cooked meat from burnt meat and pushes the cooked meat from raw meat and pushes the cooked meat here. Raw meat goes in another cycle and gets cooked again. And as you can tell, a pig just basically died. And there goes another one. But anyways, and another one. And there goes the cooked meat down there into my little storage facility. And this is how it works. It just, once this chest fills up, it'll push the pork into this chest, and then it'll go into this chest, and then this chest, and that chest. So a lot of room for it. Collected some pork. So it kind of works out. Now, let's see here. Get out of my way, Porky. Move, Porky. Now, this is the lever that controls the burner that burns my lovely little, well, yeah. So, as you can see, I'm also using Too Many Items mod. But just some of the stuff that this mod adds is the gates, or redstone logic gates, which are all these things like T-flip flops, inverters, that kind of stuff. So, if you don't know what that is, don't feel left out, because I don't know what it is either. And then there's item motion detector, mob motion detector, and player motion detector. All of these emit a redstone signal when motion from said thing is by them. So now what we have here is I've rigged a chicken dispenser up, and I'm quite sure that I have set my little separator for cooked and raw chicken, as well as some mob items. So we can just cover our little hole back up, and we can start this up basically. Now basically I just have this rigged up to a pulsar, which pulses out redstone, which you can change using shift or control. And I've hooked it up to a pulsar and a bunch of dispensers, all filled with 60, basically, yeah, stacks of 64 completely filled. And we're gonna burn some chicken. Granted, I don't think these little guys actually produce chicken, but it's just the fun of watching them all die. I know I'm a very, very cruel, sick-minded person, but it's so much fun. Burn! Burn my chickens! Burn! Listen to them cry out in pain. And then my pigs are coming in too. Burn my chickens, burn. So okay, I think that's enough of a chicken massacre. The sad part of this is we didn't really go through a full stack, I don't think. Maybe one, if that. um, so anyways, so basically this is just one thing you can do with this mod. Now, another thing that you can make with this mod that was basically kind of demonstrated here is if you've ever gone onto YouTube and you've watched the massive egg launcher or arrow launchers that'll launch massive quantities of eggs on just a huge scale, well, basically that's one thing you can perform with this. Now, when we return, I will have a demonstration of what I mean if you don't know what I'm talking about, and on a flat map for you guys to see and get what I'm trying to bring or point out to you guys. Because unfortunately this map doesn't really have an area to set one of these up. I didn't really get a good biome or anything, but so we will return. So be patient, guys, and hopefully this next part will be pretty interesting to you guys. Okay, guys, we're back, and roughly I spent half an hour doing this for you guys, but it was worth it, and it wasn't too bad. So we're just gonna put on some snappy little tunes here. Okay, so this is a pretty impressive dispenser feat for me. Now, I haven't done the math yet, but that'll be getting done real quick here. There's 12 dispensers per row, and there is 6 rows. So, yeah, and then with too many items, you can get 111 eggs, but when put in a dispenser, it gives you 64. So that's each one's completely filled too. So I'm gonna quickly do the math so I can tell you this to you guys. Okay, so I got my computer's calculator ready up. So now, each one has 64 times 9, okay? That equals 576 eggs per dispenser. Times that by 12 for each row, that's 6,912. Times that by 6, because I have 6 rows, or stacks of them, there is 41,472 eggs in each of these dispensers. So this will be pretty interesting. I'm definitely going to lag to shit. Granted, I'm on the lowest settings possible. So, hopefully everything will work out. The redstone system looked like it was correct when I set it up, so this should work out right, I'm hoping. So, here goes, guys. And as you can tell, it's just raping my computer for sure. But basically this is one of the things I was able to accomplish just with Futurecraft, because I would have to set up a clock right out here for me to do it, and basically rig and do it that way, because I'm not a redstone pro. So we're going to try and smash the pulsar, which I don't know how well that's going to really work out. Die, pulsar, die! You can quit killing my computer now. So yeah, this is kind of the end results of doing that. And we're just going to do a simplistic way to get rid of these guys. More animal cruelty! Come on. But yeah, there's just a lot of chickens, as you can clearly tell. Ugh, and this is awful too. It's raping my computer. Damn, I should have filled up another dispenser on top of it with arrows to kill the chickens off. Okay, so this is definitely helping out now. Now that we've kind of cleared off some of these bloody chickens. Okay, that's definitely much better. So this is just one feat I was able to accomplish with using Futurecraft. And I know this isn't a spectacular feat because I know people can do this without a mod. But I'm saying this makes it 10 times easier because for the players who know what T flip-flops are in redstone logic, for the people who know what a 3-input OR gate is and a T flip-flop and a RS flip-flop, you know, for the people who know what that stuff is, it makes redstone 20 times easier. Because for the people who actually know what they're doing when it comes to something like that, they have an advantage. Because they have a huge step up on that. If you know what I mean. Because it makes it just makes it 100 times easier for them. And granted, I am going to regret this. We're going to do this one more time. Okay, well, here goes. Time to kill my computer again. Now, you would really think this would kill the chickens sooner or later, considering it's throwing out so many eggs. Okay, the pulsar needs to die again. That's enough for that. Though, granted, I could have gotten really clever with this, and I could have dug out a huge area of this and put a bunch of burners all over this and just burn the chickens alive, but then I would have to deal with the fact of loading all the coal up into them. But I'm the only person who can really get enjoyment out of watching chickens burn alive. Suffer, chickens, suffer. Okay, but, so you guys basically seen my gigantic, dispenser wall. And who knows, I might actually, like, double this into, 12 stacks of dispensers and double that number. Or triple, I'm not sure which it would be. Hey, the chickens are trying to attack my redstone. So yeah, that's basically it for the video. You got to see a gigantic dispenser. Granted, I know there have been bigger feats. I'm gonna actually probably take on the challenge, and I'm probably gonna spend the time, and I'm probably gonna add on at least 3 more layers to this, fill them all up with eggs again, and launch it off again, and turn it into a YouTube video for the biggest dispenser, because I'm not sure how many. I'll have to look it up and see how many chickens or chicken eggs the largest one had, and then I have to take into account that if I was going off of 16 by 16, even though I wouldn't be, would mine be technically bigger? Because I'm not going to cheat and say mine's bigger because it can hold more eggs. I'll play legit with it, even though mine will carry more eggs, but I'm just going to go legit and figure it out 16 by 16. So, but basically here's an overview of all the wiring. Nothing really fancy, like I said, it's really simple. It's basically just wiring up all the repeaters and everything, and just building it upwards. And like I said, all I do is hook it up to a pulsar compared to the people where they gotta make a pulsar for it, basically. So it was pretty fun. I enjoyed making it. It wasn't too hard of a feat. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe, rate, like, whatever you want. The next video will probably be slight tutorial on some of the Futurecraft items or what purposes or what you can do with them. The first thing we'll probably go over is pulsers and whatnot. That'll probably be the first thing that gets reviewed because it's probably going to be one of the most used things. But Futurecraft is updated almost every other day, as far as I have seen. So if you're looking for a mod that's really fun to use and is constantly updated, Futurecraft is definitely the one. If you're going to use Futurecraft, I recommend that you have ModLoader MP, and Minecraft Forge. As well, you should probably consider those, because if you're using any other mods, like I'm using Too Many Items mod, which is really, really useful when it comes to this, because then you're not making everything yourself, which is so much easier. Because think of, you have to make all these gates right here. You know, that isn't fun. So you take that into account. Too Many Items mod is so useful with this, and a lot of stuff to this mod, and there's constantly being stuff added. He's looking into lasers and so forth, like mob killing methods. Granted, he's already got quite a few good methods to do it. That's just stuff he's looking into. So I'll talk to you later, guys. Sorry I made this video so long, but hopefully you enjoyed it. And next video will be out soon. Shortly. Whenever. You know how it is.